What's good, my good people? We are back for the continuation of sports therapy where good conversations meet great athletes. I'm telling y'all, 2026, I'm getting that on the shirt. You know what I'm talking about? I am getting that on the shirt, man. That is the slogan. But I got to continue the conversation. Another hot topic here in the NBA world for all my NBA heads, all my NBA fans. I think this is a great topic of what I'm getting ready to get into. So, news is that Kevin Durant passes Wilt Chamberlain for the seventh on the NBA scoring list. Man, that is a huge milestone for Kevin Durant. Man, one of the most skilled players, man, we've ever seen in NBA history. Man, to be a 7-footer and to have the offensive firepower that Kevin Durant has from his ability to shoot the three at a high level, his ability to shoot the mid range, his ability to attack the basket, his ability to create separation to get his shots off. Like Kevin Durant, man, for his size, he's just a dominant player, very skilled at what he does, and because I think it makes up the difference because we know Kevin Durant, he's not this guy who has this physical physique for somebody like LeBron James, who's 6'8", 260 pounds, coming down the line, like a freight train and getting people out the way. But, I think what makes it up for Kevin Durant is his skill sets, his ability, man, to shoot the rock, man, at a high level. So I think that is a huge deal for Kevin Durant to hit seventh on the NBA scoring list. But to give you guys some context on what transpired, Kevin Durant passed Wilt Chamberlain for the seventh on the NBA's career scoring list this past Friday night when he made a three-pointer for the Houston Rockets in the third quarter of their 111-105 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers. Durant needed 15 points to the game to eclipse Chamberlain, who scored 31,419. Durant's jumper with 7:57 left in the third gave him 31,422. Now, Dirk Nowitzki, who we always know as a skilled power forward, as well, skilled shooter. We know him for lifting up the leg, shooting the mid-range. A lot of people have monitored their game, after that. Dirk Nowitzki is sixth on the career list with 31,560 points, 560 points. Here's what Durant says. He says, to be amongst the greats is always an honor. With Wilt is somebody I studied and tried to look up to as much as I can. A player like that. Like I always said, he set a standard for the NBA players, and I'm grateful to reach that. Inspired by what he produced for the game of basketball. Durant, 37, is in the 18 NBA season and is a 15-time, not one, not two, not three, but 15-time All-Star. He finished Friday's game with 30 points, 12 rebounds, also surpassing 8,000 career rebounds. That's huge as well, man. No, it doesn't amaze me when you see the work ethic and what he does on a day-to-day basis. This is Coach Ime Udoka for Houston Rockets, who's quoting this, says before Friday night's game about Durant's impending milestone. Also, somebody who gave him a shout-out as well is Tiago Splitter. I definitely remember him, who played with the Spurs. He is the coach for the Trail Blazers. And he remembers how he was impressed with Durant's ability to score at a high level in his younger days when he was drafted to, not drafted, but moved to OKC and playing at a high level, scoring 30 points a game. And so, yeah, man, I think this is a huge deal for Durant to reach seventh on the all-time scoring list. It takes dedication to do that. It takes consistency to do that. It takes putting in the work to do that. It takes the long nights to do that. It takes the early mornings to do that. It takes discipline to do that, because discipline, man, is doing things that you hate to do, that you don't like to do. That's when your discipline kicks in. It takes the right people in your circle to do that. It takes the right mentorship, people who all the way down from your high school days, your AAU days, your college days, pouring into you, man, and just giving you the fundamentals of the game of basketball. It takes all of that to allow you to get to that level in your career. And so, man, shout out to Kevin Durant, KD, the sniper, for reaching that milestone, man. KD, man, has had a great, career. 18 seasons in the league right now, playing currently for the Houston Rockets. I believe he's had a great career. I believe even if he doesn't win another NBA championship, I believe his career is solidified already. Getting drafted to Seattle Supersonics, and that's when they transitioned over to OKC. Before that, playing for Texas Longhorns. That's what we all saw him rise in his basketball career, and then getting drafted by Seattle Supersonics, and then they make the transition, make the change, and now they become the OKC Thunder. So in those early days with him and Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and just a lot of other players that were on that team. Then we see his journey shifting from OKC, going to play with the Warriors. End up getting 2 titles over there. Now, we already know that they already had an established team, 73-9, I believe, before KD got there with Clay, Draymond, and Steph. KD comes, and they end up winning back-to-back titles, playing LeBron and the Cavaliers in that time frame. So even though they had this team that was already solid, already had won a title prior to that, I believe he enhanced them. There were moments watching those playoff highlights, watching those NBA finals, and Durant just going to work, just cooking. I'll never forget, in one of the, I believe, in NBA finals when Bron was guarding KD, and KD, just coming down with confidence, pulling up 3 and knocking it down. That's because we see him as this high-level three-point shooter, because there's 3 ways that you can score. I remember Bron talked about this on Mind the Game. You have somebody who's very gifted at shooting the 3-ball. You have someone who's gifted at the mid-range, which is overlooked. A lot of people don't practice the mid-range. That's for another topic. And then number 3, you have people who are very skilled at attacking the basket with their speed, with their ability to dribble, ball handling, and getting to the rim. And because Kevin Durant, with him being 7 foot, he has the ability to do all those things. He shoots the 3-ball well. His mid-range is deadly. He can attack the basket, and he can create separation. And so, I think he definitely enhanced the Warriors when they won those 2 titles when he was playing with them. And then later on in his career, he shifts. I believe after he left the Warriors, he went to the Brooklyn Nets. I think I talked about this on one of our previous shows. That was probably one of the worst trades in NBA history because it didn't work out. That's what I meant when I was giving you guys why I talked about that, when it was Kevin Durant, when it was Kyrie Irving, when it was James Harden. These are all great players. They are all skilled at what they do. Kevin Durant playing small forward, Kyrie playing the point guard, James Harden playing the 1 and 2 hybrid. And it didn't work out because all 3 of them were not healthy at the same time. There were times where KD and Kyrie were on the court. There were times when KD and Harden was on the court. There were times where Kyrie and Harden was on the court. So we never saw all 3 of them on the court at the same time to see their full potential or what they can possibly do playing for the Brooklyn Nets. And a lot of backlash went to Steve Nash because he was a coach at that time. His first year being a coach with the Brooklyn Nets and trying to take these 3 players and their supporting cast, to the playoffs, and the ultimate goal is to get to the finals and win. But we didn't see that because, injuries play a part when it comes to sports, and it definitely hinders a team and their potential. Fast forward, KD leaves the Brooklyn Nets, and he goes play with the Phoenix Suns. Now, we all thought it was going to work there as well. You had Kevin Durant, you had Devin Booker, who's a high-level scorer. They brought on Bradley Beal, who was a great wing and who can shoot, the 3-ball. And then you had these other pieces. You had DeAndre Ayton, who's now with the LA Lakers. And so, they had these pieces that we thought that was going to put Durant in a position to win again. And, of course, that didn't happen. And so we've seen it time after time throughout the NBA, throughout the league. We've seen these great players come on certain teams, but it doesn't always pan out. You go back years later, back in the 2000s when Shaq, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone were all playing for the LA Lakers. Yeah, they all great players at what they do, but it just didn't work. And sometimes it just don't. But that plays a part with supporting cast. It plays a part with the coaching staff. All of these elements play a factor in how an organization is built. So KD plays for the Phoenix Suns. Don't work out. That doesn't diminish who he is as a player. And so fast forward, we see him now with the Houston Rockets with Coach Ime Udoka, who's a former coach of the Boston Celtics. And I believe they have a great group. I believe they have a great young core over there. You got KD being the leader. He has experience. He has playoff experience. He has 2 NBA titles. He just got skin in the game. He's 18 seasons in. And so for him to go to the Rockets, I definitely thought that was a great move because they really didn't have anybody who was a sniper. They didn't have anybody who can take over the game and it's 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You need the ball in somebody's hands that can score at a high level and knock it down. Or even if they miss it, you still trust them. Why? Because they put in the work. They've done it behind the scenes. I just told y'all that KD is ranked 7th now at all-time scoring list. So that shows you the work that he's put in. And eventually he's going to pass Dirk Nowitzki here in a little bit at place number 6. And so, yeah, I'm happy for you, KD. I mean, you my guy, man. You're going to go down as a Hall of Famer. You're going to go down as one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. You're going to go down as one of the top guys in the league, man. Yeah, you got a lot of backlash for leaving OKC and going to play with the Warriors because they already had a championship team. Bron went through that as well. You know what I'm saying? Getting your jersey burned, fans breaking their TVs, fans going crazy because they didn't left. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. We as people, we as human beings, we make the decisions that we feel like is best for us. And KD felt like that was the best decision for him to win. You know what I'm saying? And so he ended up getting 2 titles out of that. But shout out to Kevin Durant, man. Seems like a cool dude. Seems very laid back. And hopefully one day, I'm speaking into his instance, man, that we'll have these high-level players, man, here on Sports Therapy, where we can sit down and have great dialogue with some of these great NBA players, man. But KD, I'm happy for you, brother, man. 7-time all-time scorer list. Definitely gonna break Dirk Nowitzki's record here in a minute. But yeah, keep going, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Y'all got a great group of guys over there with the Houston Rockets. I love what y'all are doing over there. I love Coach Ime Udoka. Yeah, keep doing what y'all doing, man. Some of the guys that I do like that you guys have over there, Min Thompson, there's another young bull over there. I like his game. He definitely has grown from year to year. Sengun, who's a very versatile big man. He reminds me of a baby Joker. We already know Joker from Denver Nuggets. Their games are similar. Shout out to Sengun. Fred VanVleet, my brother. I hope you get healthy. I hope you get well to come back this season to help carry their load with KD. I hate that you went down, man, before the NBA season started, but I'm praying for you that you get the rehab that you need, man, to come back and be efficient with the Rockets. But KD, keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing. You're going to go down as a Hall of Famer, man, and can't nobody take that away from you. So, but this is it, man, for the Sports Therapy Podcast. First show of 2026, man, and there's more to come. Keep following us. Hit that subscribe button wherever you listen, wherever you follow. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook. We everywhere. Just letting y'all know. Yeah, y'all continue to follow us, man, as we continue to push out great content. This is Sports Therapy Podcast with the host with the most, Willie Beeman. Well, good conversations meet great athletes. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.